Islam Dewayne Byfield-Bey. I'm at Whole Foods. It's April the 3rd, 2019. It's Wednesday. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey. As your wife, I'm about to read as a Hebrew Muslim. My nationality is Moorish American. Whole Foods in Annapolis, Maryland. Let me think what else I wanted to say. I didn't have to work today at Burger King. I always like to try to say this. Most of the people at Burger King that come to Burger King are those that are either under status of Negro Black. That means they haven't claimed a nationality, possibly, I'm not sure. Large amount of them are Negro Black or African American that come and consume the food at Burger King or there. And then the pale skin that has been on this landmass for a while. That means they're not from Europe. They don't have an accent or come from France immediately. They've been here for generation and generation. And then that which speaks Spanish. Large amount of them seem to be from Mexico or some of them Puerto Rico, El Salvador. And then the United States Navy, a lot of them, a lot of the people that apply or are connected to the United States Navy, and then the Army. And I didn't have to work there today. So those are the groups that come in the Burger King and that I wait on and try to provide great customer service to. Today, as of April the 3rd, 2019, I'm about to read. And Imani Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we don't know anyone personally here. We try to keep everything as Hebrew Muslims very professional and respect everyone's boundaries, because we acknowledge we're among a telepathic society. This is not just here, but everywhere. And too many of them possibly have not been naturalized properly to uphold divine laws of freedom. The Constitution of 1787, Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, Abraham Lincoln's 13th Amendment, 20 sections. And in that, they are vulnerable to be used as spiritual terrorists, mental terrorists, and physical terrorists. Okay, so I'm going to start off by reading Public Law 97-280, October 4th, 1982, 96 Stat. 1211, Public Law 97-280, 97 Congress, Joint Resolution. It says authorizing and requesting the President to proclaim 1983 as the year of the Bible. Whereas the Bible, the Word of God, has made a unique contribution in shaping the United States as a distinctive and blessed nation and people, whereas deeply held religious convictions springing from the Holy Scriptures led to the early settlement of our nation, whereas biblical teachings inspired concepts of civil government that are contained in our Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States. Whereas many of our great national leaders, among them President Washington, Jackson, Lincoln, and Wilson, paid tribute to the surpassing influence of the Bible in our country's development. As in the words of President Jackson, that the Bible is the rock on which our republic rests. Whereas the history of our nation clearly illustrates the value of voluntarily applying the teachings of the Scriptures in the lives of individuals, families, and societies. Whereas this nation now faces great challenges that will test this nation as it has never been tested before, and whereas that renewing our knowledge of and faith in God through Holy Scripture can strengthen us as a nation and a people. Now, therefore, be it resolved by, as I said that, I felt a sharp pain on the back, my back here. This is maybe a few moments. I think a phone rang here in Annapolis, and it was a short, sharp, dull pain, and someone just said, yeah, I'm in Whole Foods. Okay. whereas resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled, that the President is authorized and requested to designate 1983 as a National Year of the Bible. And each time I give testimony, I'm giving testimony as a Hebrew Muslim, according to Revelation chapter 12, verse 11 and 12. In recognition of both the formative influence the Bible has been for our nation and our national need to study and apply the teachings of the Holy Scriptures. Okay, now I'm going to read Genesis chapter 25 of the Holy Bible. Okay, it says, "Then again Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah, and she bare him Zimron, and Zophon, and Medan, and Median, and Ishbak, and Shuah. And Jokshan begat Sheba, and Dedan." I know I'm not pronouncing these words correct. I don't think I am, but I'm trying. "And the sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Letushim, and Leumimim. And the sons of Medium, Ephah, and Epher, and Hanak, and Abida, and Eldah. And all these were the children of Keturah. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac. But unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts, and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived, eastward unto the east country. And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived 160 years. Then Abraham gave up the ghost, and died in a gold old age, an old man and full of years, and was gathered to his people. And his son Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zor and Hittite, which is before Mamre. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Heth, there was Abraham buried, and Sarah his wife. And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God blessed his son Isaac. And Isaac dwelt by the well Lahai-roi. Now these are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names, according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebajoh, and Kedar, and Adbil, and Mibsam, and Mishma, and Duma, and Massa, Hadar, and Tema, Jetur, Nephish, and Kedema. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their towns and their castles, 12 princes according to their names. And these are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. And he gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people. And they dwelt from Hevel unto Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou goest toward Assyria. And he died in the presence of all his brethren. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red and over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew. Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. But Rebekah loved Jacob, and Jacob sawed pottage. And Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. This is now chapter 26. And there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went into Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gar. And the Lord appeared unto him, and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all the countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. Okay. Unto Abraham thy father. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife. And he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Amalek, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Amalek called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how sayest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Amalek said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned with thy wife, and thou shouldst have brought guiltiness upon us. And Amalek charged all his people, saying, He that touch this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants. And the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servant had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servant digged in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gur did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from thence, and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba. And the Lord appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the God of Abraham, thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he built an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there. And there Isaac's servant digged a well. Then Abimelech went to him from Gar, and Hazael, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, I have some tissue. Islam, one moment. Dewayne, Byfield-Bey. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, have sent me away from you? Let me reread that again. Then Abimelech went to him from Gar, and Ahuzah, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing ye hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee. And we said, Let there be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servant came and told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said unto him, We have found water. And he called it Sheba. Therefore the name of the city is Beersheba until this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beye the Hittite, and Bashmath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah. Okay, I'm going to read also 27. Chapter 27. Next, I'm going to stop there and read chapter 27 next. Islam. It's April the 3rd, 2019. I'm at Whole Foods as your wife, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, Dewayne Byfield-Bey. I wish you well.